Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the FrostBytez gaming experience. Oh, nice. This is what I like to see, a whole mess of green beans just ready to be picked for some even more money. And that's where, you know, the beauty of having a type of crop that can just keep on growing even after it's been harvested. You know, this is why we like having them, because it's like every other day we get some more and they really pile up over time. We've been getting almost 2 grand every single day, that by the time the summertime hits, we're going to be well prepared with a good amount of income to be able to buy whatever it is we need. Damn, that was an unfortunate waste. Okay, so I think today I'll try to utilize more time out fishing if I possibly can. Again, we're mostly just trying to wait till we get that rainy day. Now, I could technically just take a lot of the berries and utilize that, but the other thing, it's not even just so much the energy, but the amount of time it takes to water everything on top of it makes so that traversing in the mine, you need about as much time as you can get if you want to actually make it worth your trip. That's why we usually wait for it to rain. We don't have to worry about wasting any time. Like, by now we'd already be almost at the mine, really. And again, there's no real reason for us to waste the berries until we're actually in the mine. When we're in the mine and the day's not done yet and my energy bar starts getting low, that's when we want to utilize the berries, because, you know, we need to... You always want to make a mining trip count. And you can't do that to get to the lower levels anyway, so the more we can spend in and trying to find as many ladders as we possibly can, the better, really. So any amount of time and energy that you can spare when doing that is well needed. Alright, let's go see if we can find George and give him his little smallmouth bass. Unfortunate, just copper ore. Damn. Okay. Any other new quests? Doesn't look like it. But we're sitting at 5 grand. I know for a fact that we'll be able to hit enough for our... Yeah, not much of a talker. But are you enough of a talker for our smallmouth bass, sir? There's a little something for your trouble. At least he's nice. You know, he pays us for our trouble. Feels good. Ooh, can we get luckier? God, clay and copper ore back to back. How unlucky can one get now? That's depressing. Oh well. Let's see here. Where do we want it? We'll probably just fish down here in the ocean, I guess. We haven't really done a lot of ocean fishing yet, but I guess it mostly depends on if they're even biting, really. But now that we have the other section open up as well, we'll have more areas. Kind of like when it comes to mining. You know, when you're mining, you want to do it on a rainy day, because it's just the amount of energy you have, the amount of time you have, you can make it worth your while for going in there. It's kind of the exact same thing when it comes to fishing. If you don't have... there we go. If you don't have this area that makes it so you catch more fish more often, it's not really worth your time that you're wasting just kind of waiting to for something to catch. If they're snapping over there... God, that makes me sad. I don't think it counts as energy unless you've actually grabbed something, but I could be wrong. If I am wrong, that's depressing, because that means I've wasted almost, what, 30 energy just trying to cast it. Yeah, we want to make these fishing trips worth our while, and we can only really get that if we're able to catch a whole bunch in one sitting. Oh, a new achievement for fishermen. I didn't get it in the right area. You want to have the blue sparkle around it for it to be worth your while. I need to get a better fishing rod when I can. But again, that's going to be money that I can't really spend at the moment. Okay, I thought that went a little too far. I mean, didn't go far enough to get anything out of it. We're at 34, so we can fish a couple more times. And we can actually eat some of these weaker fish just to get back some energy, too. It's a nice part about fishing. It kind of pays itself off, not just money-wise, but also energy investment-wise. Okay. Well, we could also eat these, too. So let's put the clay and the copper ore down there, because why not? Get some energy back with the seaweed. We could probably eat 2 anchovies, because we don't really need those. Only 13 energy, though, is not a whole lot. Let's see if we can... Well, first, let's go over here. Maybe it makes it a little bit easier for me. Oh, jeez. I absolutely despise that rock. Because that rock's why I can't cast it properly. And, oh well, I'll just eat the anchovies. Sardine. Don't care. None of these guys have been fighting, which, you know, if they don't put up a fight, that means that they're not really going to be that good of a fish. Ooh, except for we did need a herring, I believe. And another waste. Oh, wait, but I didn't lose it. Okay, maybe I haven't been wasting it. Starting to feel a little bit exhausted. I want to take as much advantage of this spot as I can. Nice, another herring. Let's eat a couple anchovies. Get ourselves some more energy. Maybe 1 sardine. Okay. This will be my last couple casts. Ooh, we kind of do want that. Alright. It's a little tough to get it though. Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah, we gotta slow our roll up into it. Here we go, here we go. There we go. And now we can just look at this. Oh, no, 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 no. If you lose the fish, you also lose the treasure chest that came with it. So that's a random thing that'll happen. If a treasure chest is up, you gotta hang around it for a certain amount of time to open it. We got another herring, and what do we get? Earth crystal. Actually, we kind of needed that for the for the community center, so that was good. But yeah, if you excuse me, if you lose the fish, you also lose whatever the chest has. You know, you got to get both, or you get neither. And it's really lucky when the chest is within the area that you're catching the fish anyways. Because that one was really unlucky that it was all the way to the top, because there was no way that fish was going to go there. But if you get it high enough on the bar, you should be able to go out of your way to get it. God, we've been getting really unlucky ones here. We're just going to call it good right there, though. And we'll see if those were any of the ones we needed for the community center anyways. I don't think so, but I don't fully remember. So, we'll find out. I know I haven't gotten any of the ones for the ocean yet. And I don't know if this if that one section counted as ocean or river now that I think about it. Probably didn't, but we'll see. All of them are up there. I think I needed a herring, though. So we'll see. And then after that, what can we do for the rest of the day? There's no berries to go and get. We could actually go and win that friend. Or win a friend. Alrighty. None of the specialty fish. Okay, ocean. We got the sardine. Didn't get anything else, though. Was the herring part of the river? Nope. Okay, so just a little bit unlucky. Okay, and again, fish we'll probably hold on to for a bit instead of selling them, because our crops are going to be selling more than enough as it is, and these don't really sell for a whole lot anyways. So because of that, you know, now that I think about it... Oh, well, a couple seconds too late. I don't know if you can pay him to get your energy back to full. I've never tried it. You know, as far as I knew, you just went to him if you were like feeling exhausted to keep yourself from feeling, you know, losing stamina the next day. But now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever tested to see if I could just get energy off of him or not. A little bit interesting. We do have the earth crystal, which I completely neglected to take into the community center, but that's fine. As long as we have it, we have it. Okay, so let's go ahead and just win a friend really quick. I'll do it the way that I did in my current original run. I'll just woo the one female that I usually go for, but like I said, I think I'm going to change who I go for in this run for fun. But for right now, just buy me a salad. Perfect. Now I just got to find out where she is. I'm assuming near her house. But yeah, this I feel like Leia's one of the easier ones to get because she really likes salad. It's one of the fastest ones to boost up. And so all you got to do is just keep going to the bar, buying a thing of salad, and just taking it to her. And you just keep on doing that, you know, once a day, twice a week. And then you get married. There you go. That's as easy as it gets. You know? Yeah, this whole entire time, if you thought it was hard, no, just, you know, buy him a salad once a day, twice a week, and you'll win them over. You'll really win them over. Watch as they've actually patched it to where they like different things and she hates salads now. Don't tell me she's actually in the house and that I can't get to her, though. Let's go ahead and just get ourselves some free fibers first. Monday. I think she does usually hang out at our house on Monday. As long as I get there before 6, I think I'm okay. And she's not near the bar, but she'll usually go to the bar later on, randomly. But, oh, wait, there she is. Okay, fantastic. Before we lose her, give her the gift. Perfect. Exactly what she wanted. Perfect. So now when we go under the social, you will then see there's an X, meaning that one of the gifts you've given for the week has been used up. And there we go. We just won a friend. Doesn't it feel great? No, it doesn't. Because that's not how you make friends, game. That is the exact opposite way to make friends. You can't buy friends. I mean, you can, but you know that it works about as well as even in the movies. You know, they're just using you. Don't anybody that's watching this that's been having trouble making friends, you don't win them over by buying stuff. You win them over by giving them salads. Just don't buy the salad. Make the salad and then give it to them. But don't do that either. Or if you do it, don't say that I was the one that gave you the idea to do it. Like, just I've got a clean slate here, and I'm just gonna keep a hold of that. It's 7 o'clock. Let's go ahead and just call it a night. How much more we can do for the day, anyways? Please give us a rainy day. Please give us a rainy day. Sunny day. Unfortunate. What do we got today? Get your hands on a fishing pole and sell your catch. Fishing is a great way to make a little extra cash, and little is exactly right. Doesn't really get you a lot of money when you have some downtime. The distance your bobber lands from any dry land determines what kinds of fish you'll hook, as well as the location, the season, the time of day, the weather. Season is another one. If you have played Animal Crossing, it is just as frustrating because you got to pick the time of the day, the year, all that. If it's raining, if it's not raining, a specific area, specific pole, everything can just determine if your fishing is going to be successful or not. Nice, we got a level 2 fishing proficiency. +1 rod proficiency, meaning it's not going to cost nearly as much. And we can now craft ourselves some bait. Oh, wow, we're making a lot of cash. We might even be able to get enough to get the backpack by the start of the summer. I just don't want to waste the money like that, personally. Alright, what do we got here? Dear Frosty, tomorrow we're all getting together for the flower dance. If you can find a partner, you might even want to participate in the dance yourself. There's a little clearing beyond the forest west of town where we're going to hold the dance. Arrive between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. if you are interested. Alright, so we already know that we can't go into the cave tomorrow. So, unfortunate. And the flower dance is just kind of, it's not as fun as the egg festival Because the Egg Festival, at least you got to do something out of it. The Flower Dance is just kind of, you watch a little cutscene animation of characters dancing. That's really all you get out of it. You can use some of your money to buy specific Scarecrow. I think there's also something else we can get that's actually worth it. So that's the only reason why we're going to go. But it's kind of a waste of an entire day, personally. I don't really usually do the Flower Dance, but I do want to double check, because if there is something that I could get there that I'd be missing out on, that would really kind of suck. We got 7,000 gold. We're trying to save as much of it for the summer as we possibly can. As you can see, we got a bunch of parsnips that we're going to be selling. Those green beans. We'll probably get one more sprout out of both of them. So we should be relatively good. Okay, I think we're completely dried up there. This is where sprinklers are the greatest invention of this game. But we can't get decent enough sprinklers for a while. And in my honest opinion, if you ever use the sprinklers that aren't the iridium sprinklers, you're wasting your time. Like, the gold sprinklers are okay. They can only get a total of however many is it? It's 8. You can only get a total of 8 spots on it, which to me is not really enough. And if you do the basic sprinkler where all it does is water 4 areas, what is the purpose of doing that? Like, you are not going to be making a net profit if all you're going to be doing is getting a whole bunch of those sprinklers. It's just not worth it. Again, the gold is a little bit better, but the iridium is the only sprinkler worth talking about, because it does 2 whole circles worth. So you have your little box of 8, then you have another box around that as well. It is broken how stupidly strong an iridium sprinkler is. Stupid how strong it is. It's crazy. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, because tomorrow is the Flower Dance Festival, I think I might do that also in this part. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. I think it'll just make the next part after this one. I'll be able to get 3 days out of the way instead of the normal 2, and I'll just keep this one a normal 2 for now, because it's starting to get really hot out, and I don't really have anything running to battle the heat, so I'm going to need that going relatively soon. Plus, I just feel like playing some more Legend of Heroes right now. I started playing that game again, because I started playing Legend of Heroes 2. But it was so long after I played and beat Legend of Heroes 1 that I was like, you know what? There was some stuff that I could have done better in Legend of Heroes 1 anyways. So I just wanted to go back and replay it. And I gotta say, I've been enjoying replaying it now that I know how the battle system works much better than when I first played it. And it's just a fun little story, and I don't mind doing it a second go around. So I kind of like to go ahead and get into playing some of that again. Okay, I wanted to go to the library to read the books that we had found the past couple days. Should be 2 of them. Oh, 3 of them. Wow. All right, what we got? Scarecrows. Once you start growing a lot of crops on your farm, you can expect to be visited by crows. In the morning, you might discover that a crow has made breakfast out of one of your hard work. Yes, they did already. Thank you. One way to prevent those bothersome crows from entering your crop is to set up scarecrows near your crops. Be aware that scarecrows have limited range, so you need a multiple if your farm is large. Scarecrows keep track of how many crows they've diverted. You can use that to tell you if they're in a useful spot. Collectible scarecrows aren't just for looks. They work just the same as a regular model. Well, that means that they are just for looks, though. Like, if it was better, then that'd be one thing. The secret of the star drop. For thousands of years, people have been intrigued by the mysterious powers of the star drop, but no one knows where they came from. Professor R.J. Cutler, a leading researcher on strange fruits, says this: we discovered traces of genetic material on meteorites that closely resemble the star drop, but is not a proven match. Regardless of where they come from, the peculiar fruit is said to be uncommonly delicious, and some even claim they grant special powers to those who eat them. That is correct, but we'll get to those when we can. Journey of the Prairie King, smash hit video game. Did you know anyone who beats Journey of the Prairie King is automatically entered into a drawing for a special prize? Did you know the developer has stated that the protagonist is based on a real-life character, a true cowboy hero from a prairie island in the Gem Sea? Actually, I did not know that. As far as, like, being entered to win a prize. Is that true? I'm about to look into that. I never really went on my way to play the little arcade game in the bar because I just didn't really care personally. But yeah, if it enters you for a chance to win something, I know it's not, it couldn't be anything super important because I looked up on getting certain important things like that mysterious star drop fruit that we were reading about earlier. I can just tell you guys right now. So the star drop fruit is the fruit that increases your energy bar. There's only a certain amount of them that you can get total in the game, but again, if you saw my first part where you saw the total amount of energy I had, it's definitely well worth the investment to figuring out how to get them. But winning at that game is not one of them, so I wonder what prize you get for beating that game. I don't know. A little odd. Alright, let's use the rest of our energy just to clear out some trees here, get as many logs as we possibly can, because logs is going to be one of the main things that we're going to be needing for future building stuff. You can't build a coop with, you know, nothing but fiber. You got to make sure you have a good amount of logs too. So let's just start getting those right now with whatever excess energy we may have for the time being. We could have technically used the excess energy by getting 25 more of the parsnips, but again, I don't think it's really that worth it for the time being. This will be the last one we take down. Perfect. Alrighty. Well, we got roughly about another 100 logs. That's pretty good for us. Okay, let's head south actually and see if we get another lucky stint of getting some spring onions to sell for free, or if there's just anything else around that we could actually just collect for free. Let's do some foraging. That's how we'll finish off today. We could technically also finish it early and just do the flower dance. Is that something I want to do? I don't know. Hard to say. I think I just want to forage for now. Let's forge some empires. That was a bad joke. I apologize. The heat does something to your brain, or at least it does something to my brain. I live in a place where it's usually cold, and while I dislike the cold a lot, I dislike the heat even more. Let's see if we get some more mixed seeds here. Okay. 3 o'clock. I believe this option of hats, God, does it change continuously? I don't think so. Oh, I guess we just added a new one. Neat. Still something I don't need. I like my hat. This hat proves that I won the egg hunting contest. I'm a genius. Oh, nice. We did get very lucky. Cool. Free spring onions. Thank you for your profit. Nice. I'm glad I decided to actually give it a look to see if there were any growing. 8 of them, 6 of which are silver ranking too. That's really lucky. Awesome. Well, you know what? Oh, I went the wrong way. If we can get back home enough, how much time I got? I guess I could call it a day and do the flower dance festival. Because once we start doing it, it just cuts off the rest of the day. And I feel like in between now and when I do my next recording session, I will completely forget about it. But then again, I do want to try and utilize as much energy as I can, so I might make it a little bit longer than I would like. Maybe we will wait to the next part. I don't know what I want to do. I'm just boiling hot. I want to end this part as soon as possible. So I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. I'm just going to end the part as soon as I possibly can. We'll go to sleep super early, wake up at like 2 in the morning. Kind of wish that was a mechanic that they did do, though. If you went to sleep really early, then you got to wake up even earlier. That would have been really nice. I don't even think it would have broken the game either. Personally. Okay, is there anything else that I could do? that would be worth the time investment. Still can't utilize these yet. Wonder when Demetrius is going to get to me about that. And maybe it's sometime in the summer. I don't fully remember. Alright, yeah, we're going to call it a part right there because I am just boiling hot. Oh my goodness, I'm sweating like crazy. I need to go cool off. Watch this. It can't rain tomorrow because it's a holiday. I don't even know why I'm bothering checking. Alrighty, well, with that, we are going to call it a part, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope you enjoy the rest of your evenings, that they're nice and cool, unlike mine. We'll catch you all in the next part.